Definitely with that video you just saw, you definitely know we are beautiful. I don't really need to say it again. Welcome to another episode of Ladies Talk on Western Spring Television. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's another time to talk about ladies, women, everything concerning you. That is the main reason why we are here. My name is Tomilola Daniel Adejuwon. Just in case you missed our show last week, you can also get a recap of it on our YouTube page on Western Spring Television at NG, and also you can watch us live on StarTime 190 DTT. Yes, it's so good to be here. It's whenever I'm here with the ladies and we get to talk about things concerning women, I'm always happy because I'm a girl's girl. So definitely, I don't have many friends. So whenever I have this beautiful ones here, it's always nice to get to express myself, get to express ourselves, and also we find solutions to whatever we are going through. Okay, the ladies are here this evening as usual. Pinky, Ajibs, and also Mazi Queen. I was about saying Ju Baby, but definitely Ju Baby's not here. How are you ladies doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I know that.
I'm doing all right, 100.
I like this gangster look, like
you know, I just tend to spice it up a lot of times, you know.
It's needed.
Look good.
Thank you, girl. You too.
So how have you guys been? How has your week been?
Very well. I mean, it feels good to be back, you know, to speak about things that happen in our world and, of course, gossip about the men when it is necessary. So, yeah, it's not bad. It's good to be back.
Pinky, how are you?
I'm good.
All right, Mazi Queen.
Yeah.
I like this African look. I don't know if I'm both seeing it.
No, the both of you actually, if that's the case, the both of you both
you
got
told me I look like civil servant earlier.
Yeah, with an African beauty, girl. Come on. So you girls are looking pretty nice anyway. And you look very pretty today. Not like, you know, on a regular, but today make a lot of sense.
You look like a mommy. Just
you actually do. Mommy's
like
being a mommy is beautiful.
Yeah,
so yeah, I think you should embrace it and say a very big thank you.
Small, mommy.
How are you,
I love
Queen?
it. I'm fine. As you can see, I look pretty.
Of course we do. We do.
All right, you've met the ladies, and we have an interesting topic for you this evening to share with you, and also to learn, and also as well prefer a solution. But before that, let's go for this break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still Ladies Talk on Western Spring Television, and tonight's conversation is about neighbors. Yes, boundaries, friendship, relationships, especially when you have to do with your neighbors. We have a lot of neighbors that are very hard to deal with. They're not accommodating. And there are some ones that are very, very sweet. Yes, we have a lot of them. And tonight on the show, we're sharing a particular story from a woman who needs help regarding a particular neighbor who is trying to intrude her space, and she's looking for a way out. How can I send this woman out of my home without maybe her feeling offended or anything? That is one of the things we'll be talking about. But before I'll tell you the story. But before we talk about the story, I always like it when we talk about the main conversation, which is neighbors and boundaries. How can we create that boundary? Do we need to be friends with our neighbors? Like, is it compulsory? But before that, let's take the story. Let's read the story so you come along with me. The story says a woman shared a story about being friendly with her neighbors. The children would visit her apartment. She'd feed them. They would help with small tasks, and she would catch rides to work with her husband. It all seemed harmless, but she was unknowingly setting a precedent that her home was a communal space. Over time, she noticed the boundaries stretching too far and stopped accepting rides to work. But the damage was already done. The pattern of her neighbors treating her apartment as an extension of their own space was established. The foundation of what came next had already been laid through months of well-intentioned but boundaryless interactions. What started as temporary emergency outing has become They are permanent residents and they show no signs of leaving voluntarily. Now she's asking the internet, how do I tell them to leave? Disaster actually struck in that house when the house caught fire. The pregnant neighbor and her family moved into her apartment temporarily while they sorted out their housing situations for months. Later, they're still there. She gave birth in that apartment.
Who does that?
Held the naming ceremony in that space. Started using our utilities and belongings. So she's asking, how do I tell her to leave? But before we answer the question,
Okay.
let's talk about is it compulsory to make friends with your neighbors?
Who wants to go first?
Ajibs,
Okay.
because I know she's boiling.
Yeah, you know, that story, I'm glad we'll come there later. But being friends with your neighbor, did you ask me if I should have like
Is it compulsory? Like,
no, I would
needed?
definitely want to do good morning, good afternoon, good night if I run into them. But I don't necessarily have to have a relationship with you. Why? Not because I don't have a relationship with you per se, but I mean, I got to go to my job on a daily, you know, I don't even have the time to even practice the friendship with you, even if I wanted to. Then when we hear familiarity brings contempt, you know. So I kind of feel like the best way for someone like me that I can have a relationship with my neighbor is the good morning with a smile on our faces, of course. And if there's ever a weekend, probably I feel like doing like let's be together, or I want to give them food or anything. I can always do that. So in as much as I'm not doing that friendship with them, that doesn't mean I can't do my simple good morning, which is not a bad thing. So that should, in case, God forbid, anything even goes wrong, they won't say, oh, no, she does not say good morning. She's the type that will just pass your window and not do. Sure, you understand me? Especially if you have children, you can always give them the little sweets and biscuits, make everybody
some
think
people say that your neighbors are like your family.
I totally agree with you. And that's the essence of the good morning, good afternoon, and the good night. And that is why you greet them with smiles on your faces. You know, when there are weekends when you feel like you are free, that doesn't mean you are friends with them. It's just making you know, like, oh no, we are parts. We are all together, okay? But the moment you start getting into friendship, when you start probably entering each other's flats, you know, calling each other for things that are meant to be for your friends out there, then that is deep for me, though. Yeah, but definitely, I always want to do close rapport with my neighbors.
Okay, Pinky.
Oh,
You share the
yes,
same
I
thought?
hold,
Yeah.
I hold the same thought, and that's because, okay, so I'll say, using my own words, that you can be friendly with your neighbors.
I like that
You
one.
should be friendly with your neighbors, but you don't have to be friends, right? And that's boiling from, it's stemming from people's personalities.
Okay.
There are some people who just can't make friends. People don't know that. They feel that you're snobby, you're
It's not
just proud.
Yeah.
But some people just don't know how. And that's the truth. I think I'm one such person, right? I will not do the unnecessary with you, but I'll greet you in the morning, right, as a neighbor. But then I just feel that people should always understand people for who they are.
exactly
There are
right.
some people who are indoor people and they really just don't want to have unnecessary contact unless they just want to greet you and pass. They just greet you and go. So you don't have to be friends with your neighbors, but you should be friendly with them because, for one, it's necessary for your own mental health, for
Totally.
theirs as well. It shows respect and courtesy.
Okay.
And two, I mean, the third one being that you people are neighbors, and just like you said, they will always be the first point of call
Yeah.
when you're in trouble, when you're happy, you want to share, and all of those things. So yes, it's very, very important to be friendly with your neighbors.
Okay, Master Queen. Yes, they've spoken about, yeah, you can be friends with your neighbors, but there are sometimes familiarity, like Tokwe mentioned. How can you create a balance between being friendly and avoiding the familiarity?
Okay.
I think that's where boundary comes in. You can be kind to someone, you can live in cordial relationship, but know where to set the boundary. Meaning, just because you guys are neighbors, like she said, friendly but not being friends, that's allowing the person into your space, like at will, should not even be a topic of discussion. Because I kind of feel, even if we stay in the same place, good morning, oh, how are you, how was your day, it's okay. Mine will be boundary, like I will know when to, oh, this particular boundary, you can't cross it. So set a boundary. You can be kind without allowing your boundary to be overcrossed, because people
Yeah. And in addition to that, you know, when we talk about boundaries, okay, it gets to that point whereby you're losing it the moment you start discussing what is happening in your family with that neighbor of yours. So automatically you're not friendly anymore. Now you're bringing this person into your business, and that is tea finish, they call it. Okay, so you can always do that. You can do that outside, but coming into your house, discussing what is going on in there, you know, it is totally uncalled for. Then that habit of neighbors like entering each other's flats for no I want to go and see movie, I want to go. Familiarity will always bring contempt, except probably this neighbor was your friend before. Okay, in my own case, right, we were living in a two flats. Okay, the first, the second. So initially, everybody that comes in there were coming through me. The other one like was younger to me. I would tell you, I would just pass there, say hello to the baby. I wasn't the kind of a person that would go to a flat to sit down, you know. Now, when my friend eventually moved in, I mean my friend, my very close friend, she moved into the first flat. And I tell you, we automatically did not become close again. Now, what was that? Because now I get to see her every day. I didn't see it as a right thing, like, okay, because she's my friend, I got to rush to her flat, or she rushes into mine. I would tell you, the moment we moved apart again, we became close again. Okay, so that is boundaries, because at the end of the day, not everyone is supposed to be inside your business just because you live together.
Well, another thing I would like to share, it's just my own experience, and I don't know, I just want to put it out there. I don't know if I do the right thing, but then I just feel it's what works for me, right? So I stay with my own landlady, right? And she has this culture of, okay, I remember that when we moved into the apartment, I was telling my mom that, okay, my mom is such that she loves to greet everybody.
Okay,
She loves to greet. She also doesn't have friends, but that greeting thing
Is that thing.
is a thing. And so every morning like that, if we're going out, she'll want to say hello, hi, and or say, oh, we're going out. I said, please don't start when you won't finish. don't do it. Don't do it. And so because of that, my landlady greets me over the window, right? I don't like it. I don't like it because, one, I feel I don't like to greet you over the window. I don't know, you're old. And I feel like it's sort of, I don't know, but that's just my perception, that I feel that, one, it doesn't really show respect. I'll have to open the door. I want to come and greet you and all of that. That's one. Two, I may be doing dishes. Yes, you know I'm there. I know you're there, but I just don't want to talk.
Yes, right.
I just want to be in my own element, washing, cooking. I don't really want to interact. It's yes, you feel that I'm there. I know you're there, but please just maintain your own.
I get that.
I'm that kind of person. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about limits to things we can share with neighbors. So some people, their neighbors know a lot about them, even unknowingly. Maybe through some conversations you're having in your house, you know how many kids you want to have, what you ate last night. What are those things, information you think your neighbors should not know about you, James?
I thought I made mention of that in my previous conversation. I said, first, you don't discuss whatever is going on. Like, okay, I'm a married woman, you are a married woman. I do not want to discuss my husband with you. Don't discuss yours with me.
Like you don't even have to discuss it.
Okay.
Like they just know it.
Yeah, now that is okay. Now this is it. They say, the Yorubas will say ogiri leti. The moment you have neighbors, automatically they're going to hear this, you will hear that and all. Now where that boundary comes in is when you hear, we have no right to bring it to the table to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I know stuffs about you too that I would not, in fact, I'm not even interested in knowing stuff that is happening with you.
Yeah.
Even if I hear, I really do not care. So, but it's going to be so messy if you now sit me down. I heard yesterday you and your husband were, I'll be like, okay, I don't, where is that coming from? Okay. So keep every information you get for yourself. I think the only moment when when such could come into play is probably I'm in trouble. If there's a cry for help in my flat, okay, you cannot be humane enough to be like, oh, okay, then probably you cannot get close through that. But normally,
But you know, some people would say, oh, we don't talk. Oh my, you're nice. She doesn't greet me. She doesn't do that. Apart from the greeting, she doesn't talk to me. She doesn't. I can't even help her.
I think I'm sorry. The only reason anyone will say that is if you yourself, you're idle. I don't understand.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
I mean, our soul rest in peace. Is it all well?
Okay.
The lady that died.
Okay.
And during one of the interviews with the neighbor, she said that someone told, I mean, she usually tell our friends that, oh, I have a very good neighbor. Because people were concerned about, what if this crisis happened again? Who would help? Because she stays alone.
Okay.
And she said, I have a very good neighbor. For someone to say that, definitely there's this relationship they share.
Okay.
And then they were the one who helped her. Fortunately, she died. But
Okay.
let's assume she did not. Definitely this set of people helped her.
Okay.
But now we are saying that in time of crisis, you need your neighbors.
Okay.
You need to share some things with them for them to know that, oh, in fact, if your husband is beating you, they can say, Uncle Lagbaja, stop doing this.
Okay.
But if I am not closer to you, I will not come to your doorstep.
Okay. Okay.
So how can you deal with that?
Who wants to go?
I want to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so I feel like we all should understand that people have graces.
Okay.
And what I mean is there's a grace period before you intervene in people's family matters. So when you find that someone is beating someone, or you're just hearing this strange noise from your neighborhood or from your neighbor's apartment, I feel that the first thing to do is not to try to intervene. The first thing to do is to observe. Observe a while, right? Because
But you know that a lot can happen within that period if you observe it.
yeah, once does not constitute a habit.
Okay.
But twice, 3 times, that will seal that yes, this is a pattern, and I need to come in at this time. Because it happens the first time and you rush there. They feel like you're an idiot. In fact, have you not found a man is beating his wife and you come and they both turn against you, both of them. So I feel that you should give people graces. When it's becoming a pattern, then you can try to intervene. And that's coming to the point where I would say that, yes, homes are private, but then you also have your responsibility, your duty as a neighbor.
Exactly.
Neighbors have duties to one another.
I totally agree with you.
At a point, you will need to step in. Because if something happens and there is to be an investigation or there is to be a law enforcement, intervention in all of those things, you will be the first set of people they'll call.
Yes, right.
Your suspects, your culprits,
Yes, right.
your accomplices.
Right.
So you have a responsibility to be the first watchdog in your space, in your compound, wherever. So yes, that responsibility is there. At the same time, do not misuse that. Do not ride on the fact that yes, it is your duty to know or to intervene and then butt into people's affairs. You'll burn your hand at the end of the day.
Yeah, do you want to say something to that before I go?
Yes, I wanted to add that even though like there are issues happening inside a family, as a neighbor, like she said, that was what I was about to say, that you don't just jump in. Because some person's business, they want it private. If I wanted to know something, I would definitely come and tell you. But you trying to be like, oh, something is happening in that flat. Because like, in my company, they have this thing of, I don't know what to call it. There's this Baba, he just wants to know what is happening. He knows that I go to work. He will be asking, was there light? When was the last time they took light? Like
that's
that,
normal.
It's not normal. It's not normal to do at all. I just feel like he loves to know. Like he just likes to know too much. He will sit you down. Where do you work? This and that. You used to go out early in the morning. What do you like?
Those are basic things to know about your neighbor. You should know those basic things.
You
about
don't
your
get
neighbor.
it. There is a way he was asking it. He doesn't look like he wants to know. He looks like maybe they've had conversation and then they want to find out. Oh, is this really it? I just feel. Since that day, I just find the man a bit annoying, and I just yes, I used to feel annoyed, so I'll just ignore. I just go on and I'll pass. I don't like it when you are in my business, even if you are my neighbor. If I want you to know something, I'll talk to you about it. I don't like when people want to be on your face. I have my own space. I want to be. Like, I just want to do my own thing. If there is a need to have conversation, if something is happening about the house, obviously I'll come out and say, but if this is my space, this is my personal stuff, I don't like when people are in it. I find that, I don't know, a bit annoying.
Okay, Ajib, you want to say something?
Yeah, so in addition to that, we're talking about neighbors, okay? And then I ask myself, I really do not want to have I don't want my neighbor to be my friend. For personal reasons, which is actually like what we just said. But then how do you hold your birthdays and you didn't think, oh, my neighbor deserves a soft drink? Now, I don't necessarily have to be all in your face to be all nice for you to come through for me when I need you as a neighbor. But you see those little gestures, it goes a long way. I don't necessarily have to be in your flat to tell you, oh, my daughter is having a birthday today, and I feel like, okay, have a piece of cake and this. Like Easter period, Christmas period, you give them food. That is you're paying your dues already. I don't necessarily have to be in your sitting room to be friends with you. That alone has established the fact that, oh no, she's actually a very nice person. You know, you got kids. I'm saying these are the little things that we can do. You've created boundaries already, you know, because the level at which you're operating with such a neighbor has got nothing to do with being idle. You know, it has got to tell you like, oh, she's very matured about what she does. Oh, when she comes now, your neighbor's got kids. Oh, okay, kiddies have this small chops and what have you, and you get the heck out of there, you know. So these are things that we should do with our neighbors. Now that is being friendly. Not being imposing or being friends with them.
Okay, you mentioned kids.
Yes, right.
And definitely we'll talk about kids and boundaries, because when you talk about kids, there's no boundary.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
I totally agree with you.
As a mother, you're trying to keep your life private, but your kids are, maybe anything you say in your house, you're telling the other neighbor's child, and that one is telling the mom, and your information is just going around. How do you create a boundary with your kids? Will you tell your kids, oh, don't go to... Because they want to go there. They want to
totally
play with
understand.
them. So how are you going to stop your kids from, you know, being friendly with neighbors?
Baby, do you want to go?
Well, that's why there's no early time to start training your kids.
I love this one.
Yeah. You have to start giving your kids a gag order. Yes, you tell them there are certain things that are safe to say or to share in some certain places, but there are also some things that is not right or is not safe to share with other people, while at the same time stressing that the only set of people that they owe the court duty or let me just put it that way, the duty or that they should feel free to share anything with should be their parents, right? So it's not a two-way thing. So while there are bounds to things you share from us to them, everything that happens on the outside, I should know about, because you are my responsibility. You are my focus, right? We're a family. You should not hide a thing from me, because there will be things that will happen with neighbors, with outsiders, that your children should give you a detailed breakdown about. So, right, I'm going to say that, so those things that are private to your home, give your kids gag order, you know, let there be restrictions to what they share. Tell them this is okay to share, this is not okay to share. These are a private, you know, family affair. But from their own end, your kids should always, you should always know what happens with your kids when they're out of your space, even with relatives.
Yeah, you know, before you came up with that, with what you said, the first thing that came to my head was, may God help us to bring our children up the right way. Okay, first of all, gone are the days when you even want to really restrict your child to just being all alone and all that. I liked it from the beginning. I grew up a loner. I did a lot of things on my own, okay? But growing up, I actually realized, maybe due to the nature of my job, I decided to embrace a lot of persons that came across my way, because life cannot be lived alone, and it shouldn't be lived alone, you know. So what am I, so I'm gonna try to agree with her. There should be boundaries to everything. And let's now break it down to the grassroots. What is that secret, God, that we are even talking about self? There is no secret to life. A lot of people, you are passing in front of their shop, their houses every day, they even know more about your home more than you yourself. People know about your husband more than you. They know about you as a woman more than you. So this whole thing, in fact, you know, when I think about when we are having our babies, you know, there is no secret to the body anymore. You get naked, you know, one young boy is looking at your body and doing, you at that time you can't remember anything. So what are these secrets actually? So I kind of feel like parents should be disciplined too. Let us know the kind of things that we expose our children to in the house. When we are having issues with daddy and mommy and all that, can we just be in one space and try to be as conservative as possible? When we come out, let's put a smile on our faces and give them that facade, you know, because by the time they grow, they would understand.
Exactly.
By the time they grow, they will understand, oh, okay, a lot was actually happening in that space, because what you give them is what they're going to portray outside. A home where they are seeing love between dad and mom. When that child goes out, you see it will reflect in the way he or she does with his friends and what have you. So basically, let us just guide our children from a lot of things we call secrets.
All right, so there's this thing I would say, right? I believe that there is nothing you can share with any age of a child, especially one that can talk, that
I
can
totally agree with
understand,
you.
right? It's just that the way you share it will be different because of age. It's just like how we read Shakespeare, and they will be simplified to other authors would write it in a way that will be, simple for you.
Well understandable.
Yes, you can tell your child that you're unhappy. In a way, you just say, oh, yes, you just had a fight with your husband and your child is all worried. You can share with her.
They actually get worried,
Oh, Dad and I are just having, a little bit of a disagreement. We'll be fine. You've shared. You don't really have to keep things, because I was listening to Morayo Afolabi Brown speaking on a podcast, and she was saying that there are some mistakes that her mother made that she wouldn't want to repeat, and such as creating a bond with your child, right? And sharing. So yes, and so I just want to bring that into this. Your child, you should always control the narrative that your child has, because if you're not telling, other people will tell.
Yes, right.
And it will be their narrative against yours. So which narrative would you want your child to have? Yours or outsiders? So it's very important to always tell your child. And then the dissemination of information, it's not because it will come back to harm you, but for their own sanity.
For closure.
They're too young to, be exposed to some things the way other people would say it. So when you want to pass information to your child, there's a way you will want to say it, in a way that is safe for them to digest, safe for them to consume, and all of this. So it's very important.
All right, Mazi Queen, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I want to add that, okay, there are kids that no matter how you do it, they will still, I don't know, they'll still go and do a bit different from
what we're told.
What they're told. So if I should be in that shoe, I will kind of try to restrict the way you enter or the way you go to other people's apartment.
Okay,
because
that's right.
You are my child. I can tell you when to go out and when
not to.
So for me to avoid any stories that will come back to harm me, I'll just tell you, you know what, mommy does not hate you, this and that, but you can't go there at this time. I'll make sure that, okay, maybe I'm home, so that I'll be trying to, not like I'm trying to monitor. You can't really monitor a child.
To observe,
but then I'll still
monitor.
I'll observe you. I'll make sure that, okay, you're going into the apartment so time. Okay, I want to know what is happening. I'm putting my eye, my ears, everything
to
I
the
want
ground.
to know what is really happening.
This is very risky. To allow your kids just walk into a neighborhood.
And that's why I was even going to say that people are now advocating for your child or your children not to have unsupervised sleepovers.
Okay.
If your children are going to sleep over at any relative's place, make sure you're there.
Yeah.
Because there are so many things that they will sweep under the carpet. They will not let you know. And they will instruct your children to not to tell you. And there are so many times they could, do a lot of things to really make that child keep quiet. And that's not what we want. So,
that's right.
Oh, please be on your children's matter.
Yeah.
Yes. Please.
Okay, we need to go on a break. When we'll be back for more conversation. Stay with us.
I am Josh Too Funny. I'm a comedian and I like to make people laugh. Fly up. But it's not funny that we're losing our unique gorillas. We only have around 100 left and they are threatened by habitat loss and traps set for bushmeat. So please say no to illegal bushmeat because protecting nature protects us all.
Our music is gaining popularity across the world, but we are losing our wildlife here at home. Pangolins are threatened by the illegal bushmeat trade. They are sold and consumed in our cities, and their scales are used for traditional medicines. Just as we have preserved our culture, let us protect our pangolins. Let us say no to illegal bushmeat, because protecting nature protects us all.
Thank you for sticking with us. It's still Ladies Talk on Western Spring Television, and we are talking about boundaries, especially when it has to do with neighbors. We are moving to a different angle before we move to the story, which is the main conversation for today. We've had a lot. I've seen a lot of videos of neighbors complaining about some sexual noises from neighbors. Yeah, I think I've had a lot of it.
What, please?
Noises.
Sexual
Like
noises.
the mourning,
I wanted
all
you to
those
say that.
noise. Yes.
They'll learn to live with it.
I don't
A
get
lot of people are complain. A lot of people
You
complain.
live with it.
But do you feel that? Do I have to keep myself or close my mouth because
By all
I have
means,
neighbors?
No. This is Nigeria, and we have churches around, we have mosques. You don't tell them to gag themselves. Please bear it. We don't have it all day. And even if we do, protect, go and use,
enjoy it
go and
too.
use an acoustic ceiling or whatever, so you don't hear my noise. Please moan all you want. Enjoy yourself.
Boy, Ajibs, I want to hear from you.
I don't even get it. I don't even know why that is an issue. You know, the I didn't see that question
It's
coming.
an issue for some people.
You know, I don't think it should be, because in as much as we are adults, we are going to.
Some
those are-
people say you have kids around.
I don't understand. Please, I totally
don't
agree
know
with
now.
what she said, and let's just end it. And if it's disturbing you, you can also enjoy it from your window. or,
Exactly. You can also increase whatever.
you know, or enjoy it from the next door. You know, and just accept
And you
it.
never
Like,
can tell my own noise, my moaning, my whatever, my pleasure sounds.
it might pleasure
It
you
might
too.
also, no. It might also put you in the mood.
Okay.
And it will revive your own sexual life.
Ah,
Yes. Your dead sexual life will come
God, I
alive.
beg.
I don't get it. In fact, you could even learn one or two from the morning. So I don't think that's an issue. I beg.
But I feel if it is happening in the home, like you are home and you have neighbors, I feel you should tone it down a bit.
How do you do that?
You
You're in the throes of pleasure.
I know. No, it's,
Are you
the one having-
choreographing?
No, you're
Of
the one, you're
course,
the
so it
one
just
inside
comes.
of it. You're the one having sex. So I don't think you don't know when your voice
You have a
is
TV,
bit
right?
loud.
You have a
Okay.
TV.
What if there's no
You
TV
have
Maybe
at
if
the
there
time?
is no
Or
light,
there was
play
no light.
music.
or maybe there was no light. Maybe
have-
music may work, but then I kind
No,
of feel
I'm saying that from your own end. You're the one who, like, it's your responsibility to take care of what you want to hear or what you don't
Oh,
want to hear.
really?
So you put your earpiece in your ears. Tell your
Okay.
children stories at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But on a more serious note, though, I kind of feel like a lot. Let me say it in Yoruba. Aloju ti lekonkan. Maybe people they get that reservation. You know. For me though, like
Yeah.
it probably is happening at the time when I know, like, okay, we have people around and everything is glaring. That is why different sound for different times. You know, different morning for different times. You know, there are times you have baby, I'm telling you, I'm on point like this on my own point now. Like there are sometimes I just want to go wild. Like, are you kidding me? Oh, mommy, she's not in the house. I mean, the house is empty.
And the funny thing is,
And then
it's
what's
not,
the-
it's
for
not
you,
going
right?
to be fun if you don't scream. I don't know if
you
I'm
know,
bad.
so there is still a way you can still get pleasure for me though, and it still be on the low key, you know, but it will just be a different pattern. I don't know, maybe we should do different
volume
pattern one.
maybe
I think that's if you're a side chick. If you are the main
No.
chick, you can scream.
No,
Who cares?
not that
That's what I
though.
wanted to say. It's
Not
sex
that
a thing
though.
to be ashamed of.
Not at all.
I mean, so you can literally have sex with your husband or your partner, whatever it is, as long as you're not ashamed of whoever you're with, and walk out of your this thing. See your neighbor and say,
I want to establish the fact that not all sex are the same.
Okay, what do you mean?
What I mean is there are times I'm having wild sex with my husband. Like, you know, this time I know it from in my mind, like this one is wild one that we are doing. There are times it's just a low kiss. I just feel like, oh, we just want to probably have a quickie. He doesn't want out me. He's not banging me. Somebody, I don't get it, you know. So what the?
So what if that's it's only rough sex a person engages in? You're the one who will know how to take care of your own. I mean,
different sex
mental
for different
this thing
sound.
and
In my own
whatever.
age, though, you know,
So-
it gives me different vibes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
If
want
you
to
have
scream.
such
Sometimes
neighbors,
I want
you
to
just
do
have
low
to
key.
look away.
Yeah.
Put
Or
your
if you just keep
ears.
suffering.
You suffer.
For how long?
You
know.
I will enjoy it with you. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm hearing them. They are doing their own. I will pleasurize myself in my room. I don't get it.
Sweet.
Okay,
They'll
let's
get it
move to the main story for today.
Okay.
And this woman, as we've seen the story already, where she's complaining or she's looking for a way out
She'll complain to
to,
her.
send our neighbors who are trying to be bed bugs in that home. And yes, she got, I know she was pregnant when she moved in. She gave birth to that house. I don't understand.
I don't get it. So they were
Naming
doing.
ceremony in that house.
Ah,
Talk about, please. How can we send her away?
So I was saying that she's unwanted at that time. So just shovel her out of your house.
How?
Yes. Chase her out. However you want to do it. You want to do it violently with you want to do it codedly. You want to send her on a road to go and bring something, and then you pack her things and put outside. Do whatever. Just or you go and bring the police. Yeah, do it lawfully. Yeah.
Ajibs.
Yorùbá máa ní kò sọ́gbọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ dá, kò síwá tẹ́lẹ̀ wò, kò sọ́nà tẹ́lẹ̀ lò, tẹ́lẹ̀ fi táyé lọ́rùn o. Whether you like it or not, you know, it's just so sad that when you render help to people, most of the time, not in
get
all cases,
comfortable.
something just comes up,
Yeah.
and you start regretting like. I had good intentions.
Yeah.
I came in peace, and this is what I get in return. And we are also in a world whereby we hide a lot of things within us just because you don't want to offend somebody else.
Yeah.
So what is that? But whatever starts to inconvenience you, and I'm not even saying just in friendship alone. Even once I was saying in my program, I said once marriage gets life-threatening, there is an option for separation. Like, go your way, let me go my way. And that is exactly what is happening in this home right now. So because you don't want to offend them, first of all, it is a no-no, like a capital X, that she had that child in your house. That is, in fact, she took it too far. In fact, that lady that aborted them should be arrested and prosecuted too. You don't go to that level with anyone. Like for me though, I don't want to care what relationship I even have with you. You talk less, you are just a neighbor. Who does that? So the best thing I feel she could have done was, first of all, that was not supposed to happen. And now that it is going on, they need to sit down together. When in court day, you can't come from the police, custody and still be friends with your neighbor, they say. So I kind of feel like it didn't start with police being involved, but I would definitely want to have a sit down with them. Like I will just come back from the office one day with a straight face. I'm not even laughing. Please sit down. This has gone on for too long, and I think you got to go. Now, I do not care if they take it the other way, if they are angry about it, or it makes them feel good. It is a no-no, and they should get the heck out of my house.
Well, if we're talking about that particular situation here, it could be a week to her delivery date. It could be anything. So I don't feel like the point about her having the child in the house
I wouldn't let it.
is really an issue, right? I don't think so. But one thing is, she does also have a part to, she had played a part in this kind of thing. I know how we're usually on the spot kind of people, on the spur of the moment kind of thing. Oh, come and stay. You want to be nice.
Yeah.
But it's from that time that you set a boundary. You give them deadlines.
Yeah.
You give them a timeline. You're leaving my house in 2 weeks. I know in 1 week, you're still getting over shock. The next week, look for a place and get out of my house. So you should give deadlines.
Don't let's forget that the house got raised with fire, and shouldn't we also consider that, like, trying to be human here, like, understand what she's going through, where she's going to move to. Definitely, maybe that was one of the reasons why she allowed her to stay.
Well, that should be for her family members.
Yes, right? I don't get.
But
It's
still,
not my
Lean on me,
the
not be
lady-
press me die now.
I feel the lady was just trying to help, like she said. But then, even when you are trying to be a good person, it doesn't mean you should have you should allow people who have limited, like unlimited access to you. Because she inviting that lady to her home without a deadline, without not like contract, like a proper conversation. That's actually an error already, because human beings, yeah, when you give them access to something, they abuse it. That's why I do tell people, when you give too much favor to others without boundary, like it's just like you're setting yourself up for, for fire to because human beings will do you. They will do you and do it. Because this other woman, someone invited you to her home, housed you when your home is, not okay.
She has even been in the house before the fire.
Can you imagine? So that lady should just know that the other lady does not have the intention of leaving any moment soon. So the only thing that can solve it is conversation. Sit her down. I'm the owner of the house. You don't tell me what to do in my own house. Okay, this is it. I've housed you from so time to this time. I think it is the right time for you to leave my house. There is no any
sugarcoating or anything.
And if she doesn't want to be cordial with me after that,
it's
I will
all good.
Understand. But then I will tell you straight up, it is time for you to leave.
And it also goes to show from that story that the person is not exactly a good person.
Yeah.
Because when people house you like that, you have some certain responsibilities.
That's right.
How about asking, please, okay, what can I use? What can I not use? Boundaries. How about asking, how do I contribute? How do I make things better? Do you want to tell me you don't have savings? Okay, so your house, yes, your things, your properties got fire. So, yes, I understand the shock and the recalibration that is going on in your head. But you don't have money saved up. Do you not have family members? No brother, no sister, no uncle, aunt, no parents?
I don't get it.
You should know the husband. Like,
she's pregnant. She may have been a single whatever,
Probably.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean you should not be a leech.
Yes, to me.
I kind of feel, as human beings, we need to do better. Seriously. Even when someone tries to be good to you, okay, you are staying with someone or someone is housing you. Your house must not like necessarily even be burnt before someone can house you. I know how many times, I can count how many times I host people. It's not like I necessarily like being with people in my space, but then it's a situation. Oh, someone will come for NYC and I will now feel like, sorry, I won't want to stay for long. I just want to process my kidney. I will go so. Someone has done that to me. That's why I'm feeling this way. This lady told me she won't stay for long. She just wants to process her this. She will ghost it and 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. She's still there in my house. And this lady does nothing. And she selects food. That's the most annoying thing. Me wey get house, I dey chop anything. She select. And she doesn't contribute. Okay, let's even leave the contributing. You can do something within the house. She doesn't cook. She doesn't sweep. She doesn't do anything.
You weren't complaining.
Like
you weren't complaining, did you?
I was.
Did you?
I complained at some point. That was how she left. First 2 months, I didn't complain because I was thinking, I'm being a good person. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable. So that woman may also be like me. Maybe the thing has been, she has been boiling for a while. You get. But she won't want to tell her that, just leave my house. She's trying to be human. But me, that one lesson, one beating, twice shy knew. If you come to me, it's not like ever since that lady, I have not hosted someone. I have. But this one, I told her already, the highest I can do is 3 weeks. That 3 weeks, she left. So I think we should set boundary. When you are inviting someone to your own space, let there be a deadline.
You did say something that I want to harp on.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, we have the mindset that when a person is taking nonsense, the person is a good person.
That's right.
Don't confuse goodness, kindness with stupidity. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can be good and have some
discipline.
God bless you. That's the one. Be good
and
be
restrictions.
Let people know what you stand for.
Exactly right.
What you will take, what you will not take on your good days, on your bad days. Let them know.
Yes, right.
It does not remove from your goodness.
Okay. Let me just add this one. Yeah, growing up, I didn't do a lot of spend a lot of time around girlfriends. I had one. So after I got married, she was the first who came to say hello to me after marriage and all. And I will tell you, she's my long-lasting friend. I still got her like till date, like my one and only. So she was with me. The first day she came, we were all lovey-dovey. Okay, I missed you. We did this and we did that. That was on a Friday. She was there on a Saturday. On the Sunday, she started saying that my energy was dropping. She then told me that Sunday morning. I didn't go to church. Was like, okay, I know you're getting bored already. Now that is, you should have restrictions. Even the people around you should know, oh, this is who this person stands for. So that is in addition to what you said. And I tell you, she was on point. I didn't even have to say anything. She left it the Sunday evening. And we didn't have any issues about it. So you can't say because you are nice, lean on me. It's not press me there. Lean on me, not to kill me. I don't get it.
Don't choke me.
I don't get it. We are not gonna, if we have to fight afterwards, it's all good. But in this story, it is about time she takes that stand. So it's either they are together or they are not together.
Exactly.
What changes? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Nothing.
So it's high time for her to leave the
Okay,
house.
it's high time for her to leave the house. And on that note, we are moving to the next segment and then we're running up on the show. Expectations, reality is next. Stay with us.
I'm literally crying over my nails right now because they're so ugly. Oh my god, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels, and this is what I got.
But she tried though. She tried.
Did I just open my mouth and I'm like,
I just say one.
no, but what was going on there? I don't
It's color
know.
black. It's color
Flower
black. There is
now.
flower.
She gave us a different kind of flower.
Oh my god.
then at the end of the day, when we are choosing our styles, the models of these styles, can we make them, let us be sure their body aligns with
You
your
know, I
body.
do not really agree with that.
Okay.
I found a tailor who once said to me, "It's the body," and you're trying to draw. No, see, don't get me wrong. There are some things that your body would do. Now, the cloth is settling on the front, right? And you expect yours to settle when you have
you
a
are
big
big tummy.
tummy. That will not happen. But see, my mom has a basic understanding of tailoring. I mean, she made me wears when I was younger, and I loved them. My point is, see, the shape is cut, not achieved, because when the person wears it, if you have sewn akpo, it's akpo that will come out even on the best of shapes.
Yeah.
You have to cut out a shape, and it's your own failing. When a cloth is not looking good on your customer, it is your failing. Because one, it is also part of your job to take into consideration the person's body type,
Yes, right. I totally
body
agree with
type
you.
or body shape or whatever.
That's right.
Right? And it is also your duty as a fashion person. Although it takes experience and it takes a lot of knowledge. Some people just went to school to just go and learn cut and sew, right?
They never go to school.
But then, yeah. So my point is, when you want to make sure, okay, this person has brought you a style. Tell the person, you have an apple shape, you have a pear shape, the upper part is bigger, the down part is lower. This style would have issues. Let us make it can even work. Let's do a little moderation to it.
That's right.
That is you
Using
bringing out your
ideas.
sense.
Yeah.
But most of
You're
these
not
customers
bringing-
will not agree.
There are stubborn customers.
Then you do what will work on that person, not this,
No, then
this
you get to-
particular one. Is the fault of the designer,
You
not
think
a
so?
body shape.
The lady that brought the clothes said,
Even the
let's start-
materials, they
the
have
ma-
the problem
number
with the
one,
material.
Feel the
The
material.
material
Do
is
you
not
know
even
if
the
she
same.
went to get it herself,
The
or
material
she
is
got it
not
herself.
the same.
If possible, the
Secondly,
buyers
don't-
they used.
They don't even have same
I'm
body type.
thinking it's the tailor who got that.
Got the material.
Really?
So me,
And if I bring that kind of material to you, you tell me it won't work.
Work,
And if you
yeah.
insist, please, madam, I'm
This is
sorry,
what you
it
get.
is against my policy. Please
Yeah,
take it
but
elsewhere.
Oh,
That is
probably
you
this is
having
what
a
you
standard.
get. Yes.
For,
This
for
will
someone
ruin
like,
your
for someone
business.
like me, I can never. I could just be watching my screen and see who is wearing a straight gown. I can be like, oh my, it's mad, it's so
that's as
fine.
far as it
When
goes.
you rock yours, I'm always like, oh my goodness. When she wears them short, I'll be like, oh my god. But I'm not doing this.
Exactly.
You will never catch me wearing a straight
It's
gown
not your
ever.
style.
It is not my style. You know, I think everybody should just go for what suits them. And fashion fashion designers too, they should bring their brain to the table a lot of times. It's not just what the customer wants.
Exactly.
You can always have input, and of
Even
course,
though they do say your customer is always right.
oh,
When it comes to fashion, don't agree with them because people, like she said, people are really something else. You see a well-figured lady wearing something, and you know your shape is God forgive me. You now start telling the tailor, oh yeah, so same. You cannot achieve the same thing. Like
That's the truth.
it's just like putting oh God. Don't even try it.
It will be what I ordered versus what I got. Simple.
Know your body type and
Yeah.
know what suits you. As a lady, it's not everything trending that is yours. You can see it on other ladies and appreciate. You can see other women wearing it. Oh, babe, you look so good. But that doesn't mean it's gonna do good on you. So stick to your style. Have a style as a lady. Have a style. Have something that when you wear, people be like, damn it, you look so good. Not like everything trendy you want to wear. It will definitely not suit you. That's it.
Okay, know what suits you. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And tailors should also. Do they call them tailors or is it fashion designer?
Whatever.
There are tailors.
There are all
Tailors,
things.
fashion
There are
designers,
fashion
there are
designers.
seamstresses.
So
blah,
this
blah.
one, this particular, what
She's
what
a
we call
tailor.
like,
So now when I tell her,
She's a
oh, see, she check or now.
Under Peters, actually.
Under Peters.
All right, ladies, we have to go. Thank
Okay.
you, Pinky. Thank you, James. Thank you, Master Crane. I had fun. I don't know about you.
I did. I had fun too. I did.
And we hope you also had fun at home watching us. Remember, we're back next week for another insightful and also interesting. Okay, I want to say interestful. But regardless, another to this channel.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Interestful.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be back next week for another time on the latest talk. My name is Tomilola Daniela Deji. You can call me Tomi Trendy. Do have a lovely night rest. Bye.
Bye.